we're still working under the conflict of interest statement that we read out at 2 p.m. So we'll have that in our mind. And we have approval of our 2 p.m. meeting minutes before you for approval. Subject to any changes, manipulation, or otherwise. Four minutes. Any changes, any manipulations, any approvals?
I make a motion to approve the minutes from the 2 p.m. board meeting of May 14th as is.
Okay. Is there a second? We have a motion, we have a second for approval of our minutes for our 2 p.m. May 14th absentee meeting. Is there any discussion? If not, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Secretary. While the minutes are going around for signatures, I will open up our public forum portion of our agenda. Is there anyone present or is there anyone online that wishes to speak to the Board of Elections at this time on any items pertaining to Perry County Board of Elections? If not, I'll proceed to close the public forum portion of our meeting and proceed on with closing of the early voting DS 200.
Hey, sir.
It was setting up with machine.
Turn it on so we can turn it back on. I was just looking at the totals everybody was sending in. Elkins had 199.
Very good.
That's pretty good. And 2 provisionals, I believe, but. And so this, of course, is just the one Dobson early voting site, so we should have 297 when it comes up. And I think, did everybody see that, Dwayne, or Sydney? He said that Southwest Field is not showing up. So we need to check that when it comes in.
Was talking earlier about the DS 200s and the blue ballot boxes having tracking devices available, and Michelle brought this into my attention, showing those circles, which are at all of the voting precincts at this time. In a little while, we'll see those circles start converging in on Dobson, coming together all at one point.
Is
So
it live all the time?
It gives you, it'll tell you the last time it picked up when you tap on the location.
So you won't be watching it slowly come in, just.
Well, you probably could but since you have so many, you probably follow one at a time.
Yeah, I don't think it does it individually.
Mm-hmm.
If you tap on individual one.
And you could see it move. Y'all enjoy this quick printing because in November it'll keep going, going, and going. That configuration.
297 is our public.
Good deal.
Public count, so it matches our closing count from early voting.
$35. And let me just say that this, I know y'all heard me say it before, but this text app is so wonderful. And then you have a record, you can go back. And the phone's not constantly ringing with, because you think of 23 precincts all reporting at the same time of 10, 2, 4, all that stuff. This is just the best thing ever. And it was definitely the least expensive.
Oh, yeah.
We just pay for minutes and then they load them,
Text, yeah.
per character. Yeah, we're purchasing per,
It's not really per, well, it's like per maybe, I don't know, like so many words.
Yeah.
Like, is so much.
yeah, but it's like pay as you go. So we'll load $1,000 to it or whatever and get so many credits of characters and yeah.
Like an average size text is like 1 to 2 credits. The credits are very affordable.
Mhm.
Credits.
And so
They're very
once
handy.
they have this, the poll workers, like Rebecca Curran at Dobson 3 just reported, but no one else is seeing that but us. But all of us are seeing it in real time.
We can make groups, so like,
Mhm.
if I push out to the chief judges, like,
Thank
you
you.
know, hey, something's changed, I have my chief judges group and it goes all out to them. But it's almost
they
like an email
reply.
with BCC and they reply to us, but it's not going to everybody bombarded.
Yeah. So it's not like a group text.
But then all of us.
It is when you send it.
Yes.
But if they respond, it's coming just to you.
And then in the office, we all have it on our phones and
Computer.
our computer, so even if we're in this meeting, Andrew can reply to the poll workers. Or
Anybody can.
Robin, whoever. So
And-
very.
But it's really good because we have a MAT team group, we have all these different groups. And then it's also a written record.
There you got to start to say,
It's
so
a
the written
record.
text
Mhm.
So,
is captured.
Yep.
You could go back on it tomorrow or whenever.
It's where you're never going to get every word when someone calls.
Yeah.
You're going to jot it down, but you never, and then a million things is going at once. So this is just, it's been the greatest thing ever.
I can see for that every day.
Yep,
Mm.
yep.
It's handy, and I think it brings up the whole too for the big elections when we have or voters calling saying, where's my precinct? Or
Uh-huh.
why am I getting this ballot? Or, you know, whatever their.
Because we
their
were wanting to
questions
do just
are.
a poll worker like hotline.
But I mean, this
That's
is.
better.
What,
Of course, they call in when there's an issue with a voter. That's never put on here.
when you said
And
something.
you're welcome to unfold. I just put them on the top. This
They
is
have
the results
voted,
takes for
everybody
early
voted
vote.
Same
I
candidate,
just
they
put
don't
3 on
have.
top.
If
their
they did,
secret ballot,
then it wouldn't be a secret ballot.
but how would you do it then when you, like, when you get on the county? You know, you go around the county, so you have everything lined up in each precinct,
It would stay in that transfer precinct.
what would Mallory Five show then, 0?
Yes, it would show 0.
It's,
Mm-hmm.
Cause, you know, if you're doing it, looking at each precinct after every,
Yeah.
you know, after the next week and everything, when you get it and some shows 0.
Mm-hmm.
You
Some
say,
people know they voted, but they wouldn't understand.
We'll have to explain
Yeah.
that too.
Yes.
then they say, well, I voted there. My wife and I voted there and it's showing that it didn't count.
That
It's 0.
nobody showed up there, yeah. We'll have to see how this all plays out.
When they, well, some people definitely look
You
at
didn't
broken
explain
down.
it to me, if I saw it, I wouldn't know the difference.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I would, and that would cause me to ask the question,
Oh,
what's
yeah,
going on here?
Because you would say, I know I went in person on election day.
It's just stuff like that, the people,
Let's-
like
let's-
even me, that didn't know that.
Would question,
Yeah,
yeah.
and then that just hurts the.
Let's pray everybody didn't vote alike.
Let's
Trying,
play
trying
pray
to
a
cure that makes more questions.
It does. So they have had 16 voted at Mount 5.
I don't think it's all 16, I'm sure they're not voting for the same person.
Southwest Field is 12.
Well, there's only 2 candidates.
How many inside alone?
Siloam is 12. Well, the last count, I don't think I've got from them yet. Have you, Sydney? I don't think.
I'm not sure. see. They had-
77 at Mount Airy combined.
202 Elkin at 723, but that might,
Okay.
Include the provisional.
oh, they sent their selfie.
Hmm. Mount Airy combined 77, that's that's lower than I thought it would be.
I think all the turnout was Elkin.
Yeah,
She looks like it.
which makes sense though for,
With.
Yeah, that's true. That's right. Race. Yeah.
That's, yeah. Being from there.
Was there a seal on the machine, opening the machine from where it had been closed?
it was right here. Mhm.
This
Did-
would be signatured off by or looked at by bipartisan.
You know what, Sydney, we needed the master log in Unity to compare the seal.
Well, that was what was.
Oh, no, that would be the last,
Last day of early voting.
I think it's on the boardroom table in that basket, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
You'll be going to run the plug now, because we gotta check it.
Check the other two. Thank you, Dwayne.
Somebody look for that tomorrow.
Better have it just in case.
Is there other business for discussion at this point?
I do have abstracts, absentee abstracts. And there's 3 copies. And it's the full board will sign on the second page
Second page of the 3 copies.
of the 3 copies, uh-huh.
You're that beat, everybody loves.
No undervotes for lieutenant governor and 20 undervotes for auditor.
It's interesting,
Interesting.
with only 2 races.
Right.
What your steps in?
Yeah.
Back and forth. I said, Dwayne, you don't have to, you can tell him you did your rehab today because you made so many trips around the back hall.
That's a good thing.
Closing lid seal.
Oh,
See, I'll
Go
go
down.
off.
Yep.
So,
What you got?
200 closing, where? 289,723,
Yep, you all want to.
and then 724 is middle, 725 is bottom, yeah. 289,724 and 289,725. That's the last
it.
day of our voting.
That's it. We're good.
Everybody put that in here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Neither where, but we've seen them.
Then Dwayne, if I can get you to sign, this is the military certificate of executed absentee ballots and the civilian. So your name and the date and the signature, and then I'll do the rest, but there's 3 copies and 3 copies. Bless you.
All of it,
Yeah,
all copies.
yes, please. Mhm. Thank you.
After all this time, I finally learned what this is for.
Sydney, did you see her? Yeah. I'll respond to Charlotte. Then they send us pictures. So we get them to all do at least one selfie today, and she always dresses up very patriotic, yeah. Or Southwest Field. She's a teacher, not there, but somewhere else. Yeah, she always
See it there.
has interesting hats and stuff.
Yeah, go
Thank you.
Mhm.
Three, that's about how long? 12 was the last.
Thank you.
Well,
Hopefully it's collaborating almost the same way.
Yeah, I hope I'm not.
what was our? We have a total for the next. Bring forward, so.
No, there's still some gaps that hadn't come in yet, but we should have it here in the next, any minute, really.
Like some of us forgot to text, they're just packing.
They're just
up.
packing up,
Okay.
yeah. A long day. I think that's everything we have, Dwayne. That's all
Very good.
for this meeting. And so the first thing we will read in is absentee by mail, and then the early voting site, and then the precincts.
Okay, and we'll go back over
We'll
that.
go back over. Mhm.
And on the record, of course, we will be meeting 5 p.m. on the 23rd for the supplemental provisional ballots. So have that in your calendars. That's the afternoon before county canvass on the 24th, which is at 11 a.m. Which will require mandatory all
Just your-
present.
Yeah. We will not have any absentees to approve at that meeting. But it'll be strictly the provisionals,
Unless you have military.
unless the one overseer, one military that we still have outstanding. On the 23rd.
Okay, if there is no further business,
Motion to adjourn.
for this 7:30 meeting, we have a motion to adjourn. And we have a second. All those in favor, please say aye. We stand adjourned.
I think that's the fastest.